Hey guys, I hope you're well. I'm gonna try to record this video without trembling a lot. So bear with me. So we're gonna talk about today a subject that is long overdue. It's about AUs or authorized users, so stay tuned. Okay, so a lot of you have been commenting in our Facebook group about adding or being added as an authorized user in somebody else's account. So I'm going to tell you about the pros and cons on that matter. And I'm going to be honest with you, and this is something that not everybody talks about when it comes to talking about the person, the owner of the account. Okay, everybody says pros and cons, but they don't talk about the pros for the owner of the account. And I'll tell you what, unless you're paying some money to that person, there's no pros for them. There's honestly zero pros for the person adding the authorized user. So there's no pros unless, again, it's a quid for pro, it's a monetary transaction, there's no pros. The only person that is being benefit from that, it's the person being added to the account, period. So again, I know that you may want to hear something different, but the truth is there's nothing else to say that, unless you're paying a stranger, because there's no other reason why me having the credit that I have right now, there's no reason for me to add from the goodness of my heart a stranger on my Tradelines. Okay, that's for one. So there's no reason, unless, which I will never do, being paid for that. Okay, I will never accept payment to add an authorized user to my Tradeline accounts. So it's just not happening. Again, I'm not knocking on those who do it, but I will just not do it. That's my personal opinion. The only benefit party here is the person that's being added to that Tradeline. So, and my question is, why wouldn't you want to enjoy the journey, just experience it yourself, and getting your credit, your business credit on your own? Why do we always resource to taking a shortcut? And the society that we live nowadays is just that's the norm. Like, everybody wants a microwaved way. Nobody wants to do the entire journey. Nobody wants to walk the path that takes to that goal that you're trying to achieve. So we want the journey, we want the instant gratification. And that's what happens when we live in a social media era that we live today. If you ever cared about anything that I said, if you watched my videos and you see some content there that is useful to you, I'll tell you one thing: don't do it. Just don't do it. It literally takes you under a year to build good business credit. Just don't do it. Enjoy the journey, just do it yourself. Learn the process. One of the things that I love about doing this is that I've been able to document the entire thing ever since I started, building my business credit. I found out about this AU thing recently. It's not like, I came across it, and even if I did, I don't think I would have even considered that. So I want you to keep in mind that this is strictly to business credit. This has nothing to do with personal credit. So we're just referring to adding an AU to Tradelines for business credit, not for personal credit. I'm not an expert talking about personal credit. I'm an expert talking about business credit, and the only reason for that is because I've done it myself. Another thing that I wanted to tell you is that we often think that we are smarter than these underwriters. Okay, this is one of our mistakes. We think that we're smarter and that we're going to beat the system every time. We don't take into consideration that one day perhaps the underwriters are going to catch on to this, and they're going to simply not accept people that have authorized or people who are added as an authorized users in somebody else's account. Do you think that they don't realize that? They do. As a matter of fact, some underwriters, they only focus on your primary accounts, the accounts that you are 100% responsible for. Okay, they can see, the accounts that you're responsible for 100%, and they can see the accounts that you're added as an authorized user. Please don't ever think that you're smarter than everyone else. So these people, remember, you don't do this for a living. They do. They've been doing this for decades. So of course they're going to catch on what's going on and what people are doing. So some underwriters, again, like I said, they're only focusing on the accounts for which you're 100% responsible. I've heard that even some of them, they're just, disregarding completely the accounts you're an AU, and they're just, focusing on the ones that belong to you. In any case, I have never liked shortcuts. There's always a side effect or something that happens because of taking a shortcut. When you take shortcuts, you're bound to experience something negative. That's what I believe. Again, guys, that's my take on AUs and whatnot. If you're paying somebody to add you on their account, I'm not judging, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that it defeats the purpose of the journey. I'm able to talk on this channel with property is because I have been able to go through the process. I've been able to embark myself and say and take it as a challenge and say, you know what, this is something new. This is something that I've never done. This is something that I've never done. Let me experience it. Let me see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? Let me do it. And I did it. So I experienced the entire thing, and I learned way much than I knew when I first started. I'm able to hold a conversation with an underwriter, like somebody from a bank. I'm able to formulate better questions that will serve me for what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So again, I'm not knocking on the people who do that, but I think that it's better just to enjoy the journey, do it yourself, DIY, and you will enjoy it better. Remember to subscribe to the channel, please. We are really growing rapidly. I want to thank you all for the support to the channel. I hope that we continue to create content for you to help you build your business credit, to help your business grow as well. Because while you leverage this credit, you're able to preserve cash and use that cash for some things that you're not able to get credit on, and that helps you to propel your business to the next level. So I hope that information is helping you to do just that. And that's the case, please consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed yet. Also, if you have already subscribed, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Drop a like down below so we can continue to expand to other audience, so we can discover, or other audiences discover us as we continue to post the content. Again, I hope this helps in terms of AUs. Again, we're not saying it's wrong, we're not judging, we're just analyzing it, trying to look at it from a different perspective, help you really understand the pros and cons when you embark in this practice. What are the benefits of just doing everything yourself? And that's part of the journey, right? It takes a little more time, but that is the fun of it, right? You don't want to take the fun out of it. And besides, it's just right. It's the right thing to do, just to experience things yourself. But thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, I'm not an expert on AU, but what I'm saying is based on what I've experienced, what I've researched and found out about the subject, and that's what I'm trying to convey here. So, alright guys, I hope that information helps you about AUs, authorized users, the pros and cons, so you can see it from the authorizer angle. Again, unless you're paying money, the authorizer has nothing to gain from that. But you as the authorized user, you're gaining everything, because all of the credit, all of the credit history, the trade lines and everything is transferred to your business credit. I know that works beautifully with personal credit, so I'm not 100% sure if that helps or if that works for business credit. I've heard a lot of people on YouTube talking about it, how that is working, how that's done, but I've never really experienced it myself. This is why you have to do your own research. DYOR, always, always DYOR, okay? Thank you. I hope this helps. You have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.